Legend says some people are born with a rare gift, musicians so powerful they can summon spirits from the past and the future. Their music heals, but it also draws evil toward it. Mississippi, 1932. A young man named Sammy stumbles into his father's church, his face bruised, his clothes torn, clutching a broken guitar strap. His father, the pastor, pulls him into an embrace and begs him to throw the strap away, to leave music behind and devote himself to God. Sammy won't let go. We rewind to the day before. Sammy's twin cousins, Smoke and Stack, roll back into town after years running with a gang in Chicago, a gang they stole from before fleeing. They've come home with a plan: buy an old building from a local gang boss and turn it into a bar for their community. The deal is made, along with a clear threat: don't come back or die. The seller leaves shaking. The twins collect Sammy and start prepping for the grand opening. While unloading crates of liquor, Smoke kills a tired horse outright, cold and efficient, a glimpse of who he is. Stack pushes to open that same night instead of waiting a week. Smoke resists, then gives in. While Smoke heads into town to spread the word, a botched car theft ends with him shooting both thieves without hesitation. He recruits his friend Bo, gives money to patch up the men he just shot, and asks his ex, Grace, to handle the food. We learn Smoke had a son who died. We see him laying flowers at a small grave before asking his old flame, Sandy, to cook for the new place. Meanwhile, Stack and Sammy recruit a veteran musician, an old street performer who agrees to play for the right price. As he and Sammy jam in the street, a crowd gathers, the perfect chance to advertise tonight's opening. Sammy meets a girl, Berlin, and invites her. Stack has a tense run-in with an old flame, Mary, who's furious he vanished on her years ago without explanation. On the way to the bar, Sammy watches a group of enslaved laborers from the car window, visibly shaken, a wound from his own past exploitation in music. The group hires a doorman, Danny, to guard the entrance. Elsewhere, something is already loose in town. A stranger with smoke curling off his skin talks his way into a family's home, claiming native hunters are chasing him. They shelter him. The hunters arrive, warn the family that the man is not what he seems, and eventually leave at sundown. Too late, the stranger has already killed the husband, who rises again as something else. Night falls, the bar opens, and it's electric. Mary shows up uninvited, grieving her mother's recent death, and reconnects with Sammy. Stack tries to send her away, for a bar built specifically as a refuge for black patrons, but she refuses to leave, calling out his years of absence, even from her mother's funeral. Then Sammy plays. His music is the real gift the legend spoke of, so powerful it starts pulling in something from beyond. It's beautiful, and it's a beacon. 3 white strangers appear at the gate wanting in. Their leader introduces himself as Remick, with 2 companions. Smoke is immediately suspicious. The nearest town is 50 miles off, too far to have heard the music, too far to have walked. Remick deflects and starts playing an eerie song of his own. Smoke draws his gun and orders them out. Desperate for cash to keep the bar running, Mary convinces Stack to let the newcomers back in if they're paying customers. She goes to check. Remick shows her strange, ancient-looking gold coins, then reads her grief with unsettling precision. Her fear kicks in too late. His eyes flash red, and he attacks her. Back inside, the party continues, unaware. Mary later returns, smiling, and gives Stack the gold. A fight breaks out on the floor. While breaking it up, Smoke discovers his brother has been bitten too. He shoots Mary. She gets up like nothing happened, warns them they'll all die, and flees. Stack dies in Smoke's arms. Sandy suspects the newcomers are something ancient and dangerous, and warns that Stack may turn. Smoke can't bring himself to remove the body. Everyone else is cleared out and the room is locked. Danny returns from an unexplained absence acting strangely. Sandy senses he's turned too. When he tries to bite Smoke, Smoke shoots him, just as Stack, now transformed, breaks down the door. Sandy drives him off with holy water. She lays out the rules: sunlight, wood through the heart, holy water. The only things that stop them. Vampire minds, she warns, are linked to each other. If Mary reappears, kill her without hesitation. Outside, the infection has spread. Everyone who left the bar earlier is now one of them, and their numbers are growing. Garlic is passed around as a stopgap. Bo shows up, turned, trying to lure Grace outside. She refuses. Remick appears and offers a deal. Join him, live forever, and let Sammy's gift summon far greater things. He also drops a warning. The man they bought the building from plans to burn them out at dawn regardless. Stack, still tied to his brother, tries to talk Smoke into joining them. They barricade the doors, but the vampires storm the place. Chaos erupts. Gunfire, fire, and stakes. Grace attacks her vampire husband and dies in the flames with him. Sandy throws holy water on Remick, and every vampire linked to him convulses in pain, right before Stack turns on her and bites her. She begs Smoke to kill her before she turns, and he does. The old musician sacrifices himself so the others can escape. Remick corners Sammy. Berlin throws herself in the way and is bitten for it. Smoke shoots Remick off her. Sammy runs with his guitar, and when Remick catches him, he swings the instrument like a weapon. The blow echoes through every vampire tied to him. Smoke and Stack finally collide, brother against brother, trading blows with a stake between them. Smoke wins, and before finishing it, tells his twin he's sorry. Remick moves in on Sammy one last time, but Smoke drives a stake into his back first, and the pain ripples through the whole vampire horde just as sunrise breaks. One by one, they burn. Whatever was living inside Remick is finally gone for good. Only Sammy and Smoke are left standing. Sammy takes the car and drives straight to his father's church, bringing us back to where the story started. Smoke stays behind with an old chest from Stack's car, sitting with everything he's lost. Inside the chest, a machine gun. The gang that sold them the building shows up to finish the job, expecting no resistance. They find none of the people they came to kill, only Smoke and the gun. He tears through them, then finishes the rest with a second weapon hidden nearby, ending the last three with a grenade as they try to flee. Wounded and bleeding, he hunts down the gang leader himself and kills him before finally succumbing to his injuries. Years later, an older Sammy is running a Chicago nightclub. Two familiar faces come to see him, Stack and Mary. Smoke, it turns out, never killed him, only wounded him, on the promise that Sammy would be spared. Stack offers, one more time, to turn him and let his music play forever. Sammy refuses. Instead, he picks up his father's old guitar and plays the very first song Stack ever heard from him. Before they go, Sammy asks his cousin one thing, how he felt on the day everything changed. Stack tells him it was the best day of his life, the day he and his brother finally brought their people together, just like they always dreamed.